Marshals everywhere. Marshals, please watch your corners and not the race. Marshals, watch your corners, not the race. And then drivers on the sound of the tone. Let's see everybody tuck and follow as the round one TQ taps out. As let's see, remember drivers, this is qualifying, not necessarily racing. So the idea is to get a good time, not necessarily win the overall race. You're trying to get a good time here. So when it comes to battling each other, sometimes that's okay. But if a faster driver is coming up on you, tuck and follow. Move aside a little bit as, leader goes down. Birthday boy down, as Cary with an inside move. Let's see horsepower battle down the straightaway. Cary closed up a couple corners, a couple feet on that one. Let's see how it goes as these guys are still all super close. And then all three of them get into, all four people, all four drivers are right there next to each other. As down the straightaway comes Dewayne, Cary, John, and Richard. As let's see, the birthday boy gets crazy through the double table section and then flips it. As John Stolz takes over the one, followed by Cary, and then he promptly gets into the lead and crashes. But Chris Riley gets him going nicely as these guys, and then Cary goes down again. And then John goes down again. Everybody goes down. As soon as they come near the lead, it's like they're allergic to the lead. Nobody wants to be out front. Remember, it's okay to vaccinate your children for measles, but just don't be out front. Just don't be out front here in the race because you're going to crash. Richard Hunsaker, he'll take it. Let's see if Richard can hold it down as everybody is upside down through that second, third, and fourth. They all pitted up there on the wall. Nobody is trying to give any room to anybody. That's definitely going to help out the second round of qualifiers as these guys are all about racing each other as it's still 21.602 and no one was anywhere near the TQ pace. Richard finally puts it on a 21-lap pace with a 21.614 to Cary's 26.09 to Dewayne's 26.12 to John's 19.610 as John hits an 18.3 last lap to Richard's 16.5. So the difference between the leader and fourth place is about 2.5 seconds per lap. That's not a good way. As let's see, as Richard comes across with a 16.5 to Cary 16.2 to Dewayne 16 or to John 16.9, Dewayne 16.4 as Richard is out front on a 21.610. He's a 17.2 last lap as Cary is putting it together with a 16.3 to Dewayne 16 flat. Dewayne with a 16 flat and John comes across with a 16.9. Remember, nice and smooth drivers, nice and smooth. Drive through the corners, brake before you get there, and then drive through them. Let the car do the work. Let the car do the work as Dewayne hits a Cary with a 15.8 to Dewayne 16.3 as John with a 17.6. So it's still Richard knocking every little bit off. He is on a 21.608 as he's trying to get near that TQ from Cary. Cary comes across. He's on a 21-lap pace. Dewayne on a 21-lap pace. So now it's starting to tighten up again. Everybody's spaced out for a little bit, but now it is tight with a 21.608 to a 21.611 to a 26.14 to a 20 and a 6.11. 1 and 2 are right next to each other on the track. Let's see how this goes as they are battling for the TQ as Cary is trying everything he can to get by Richard down the straightaway. It's going to be a straightaway horsepower battle. Let's see how it goes through the line as Cary took a little bit line better, but then bobbles it away coming across start-finish line. So Richard holds on with a 21.608 to a 21.608 to a 21.612 to a 20 and a 6.06. Everybody's super close as it looks like Cary has moved out in front as he is on a 21.607 to Dewayne moved into the 2 with a 21.611 to Richard's 21.612 as John Stolz comes across with a 26.04 as he's starting to get a hold of two-wheel drive buggy. John doesn't drive two-wheel drive buggy very often, but he seems to like that one. As again, Cary with a 16.3 to Dewayne 16.5 to Richard 17.2. So Cary is creeping up on his TQ with a minute and a half left. He needs to turn in some good laps with a 16.5. Now he's on 21.605, just 3 seconds behind his TQ pace to Dewayne 16.6 to Richard 16.9. So it's 21.605, 21.608 for Dewayne, and 21.610 for Richard. And John is doing everything he can to put it back on the 21 lap pace. He's on a 26.02. Anytime all 4 drivers finish on the first or on the same lap, that's always pretty good qualifying, as Cary is on a 21.603 with a 15.9 last lap. Cary is definitely putting down the speed with his legendary, almost vintage K car, as I say his name, and he crashes. As he is on a 21.602 to Dwayne's 21.606. Richard with a scalding lap, 16.5 for him, puts him on a 21.608, as John is on a 26 flat with 30 seconds left. And Cary is still behind, but he's right there, 1 second back. He's on a 21.602.7. TQ is a 602.3. Let's see. John puts it on the 21 lap pace with a 21.616, as Cary comes across 21.601. So he is ahead of the TQ pace, as it took him 5 minutes and 50 seconds to get there. But he is putting it down. Let's see if he can make it. John Stolz. All right, everyone finish the lap you're on. Finish the lap you're on. So Cary is done with a 21.601 flat. Let's see. Remember, everybody. Straight away, Dwayne pins himself. Dwayne does not get his birthday wish. So Richard takes over the 2, and then John finishes with the longest last lap ever, well, except for Dwayne's. Dwayne was a 21.615 with a 23.7, as John almost caught him with a 21.617. So the driver or marshals just go ahead and sweep up. So Cary takes the Heat 1 TQ with a 21.617.